Good morning, Valpo. The sun is shining down on Northwest Indiana. Well, at least for the time being. Collin Luft here alongside Heather Bricca bright and early this Saturday morning here in Valparaiso, Indiana. Joining us on the desk this week, Blake Harms, VUTV weather director, as well as the host of NASCAR News Now. Heather, what do we have for our viewers today?
Thanks, Collin. We have a very exciting show today. Lover has made it out for just about a month, and stay tuned for the breakdown of Taylor Swift's latest album. And if life recently gave you lemons, you'll want to check out what's in store on this week's Collin's Corner. And of course, today is the fall equinox. I'll be giving you the rundown on how it will be affecting the weather across the country. Don't go away. Coming up live from VUTV, this is 15 in the morning. Hold the meat. Taco Bell has their new vegetarian menu. The restaurant is rolling out a new vegetarian section on its redesigned menu in all of its 7,000 U.S. locations. It will highlight 2 meatless items Taco Bell is introducing, but as well as existing options that they already have. They will mark the vegetarian items placed elsewhere on the menu with a green emblem showing its American Vegetarian Association certification. Taco Bell officials say the restaurant offers more than a dozen vegetarian dishes. Customers can also substitute beans for any meat on any menu item.
Yeah, in addition to these vegetarian options, Taco Bell is also decluttering their menu. And they're going to do this to decrease the amount of time that customers have to wait. In their studies before this decision, it showed that during lunch, the wait time decreased about 3 seconds per customer and then 2 seconds for the dinner hour. This doesn't seem like a drastic difference, but this will make the trip to Taco Bell even more efficient than before, in hopes of increasing the amount of transactions by 4 million just with the last quarter alone. Now, here's the list of the items that are no longer there, so hopefully your favorite's not on this list, but they're getting rid of the beefy mini quesadilla, chips and salsa, chipotle chicken, loaded griller, double-decker taco, Cool Ranch, and the fiery Doritos Locos Taco, but the nacho cheese one will be staying around. They're also getting rid of the double tostada, power menu burrito, and the double XL grilled stuffed burrito.
Now, even though they are getting rid of some of the greatest options, they're going to keep their cravings menu of specials. Their new addition includes the Toasted Cheddar Chalupa $5 box, so have no fear, the boxes are sticking around. Yeah, you know, if you want more efficiency in your Taco Bell, looks like you're going to get it.
Well, it's good to hear that the $5 boxes are sticking around. The Chalupa Cravings box was one of my favorites for a long time. I've had the Toasted Cheddar. It's good. It doesn't replace the Chalupa Cravings box. That's still my favorite, but this one's pretty good too.
Yeah, I think that getting rid of the things that may take longer to make or like train the employees to learn how to make is going to make it even more quicker. So fast food is getting even faster.
But can we go back? Taco Bell, they've only got like 5 or 6 ingredients anyway.
I
All
know.
the menu items are the same ingredients, just in different orders. So I don't know exactly how much this is going to speed it up.
Yeah, well,
maybe the girl stuffed burrito just takes a while to make.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, they're getting rid of all this stuff, but I mean, some of this stuff I hadn't even heard of before, so they must have had a very extensive menu. Looks like they're still keeping a lot of their staple items. So.
The chips and salsa.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Why?
Chips and
You
salsa,
can't
that's
have
a big
Mexican
one.
food, or at least Taco Bell Mexican food, without chips and salsa.
That's a fair point.
And moving ahead, Taylor Swift's Lover was released just about a month ago on August 23rd. Now, this album was described as a love letter to love. It sold 3 million album equivalents in its first week. So, Blake, let's start with you with this simple question. Old Taylor or new Taylor?
Old Taylor, 100%. Red was my favorite album. After that, it kind of went downhill from there. But that's just my opinion. Still respect what she does. Yeah, what about you guys?
I agree. I only like a few songs on the new album. It's hard for me to like new Taylor because it's almost too poppy and not like Love Story and like her original country music that I started loving Taylor on. So I agree, like even across the board when we were talking to a lot of other people, Red is definitely by far my favorite album of her and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, you mentioned we talked to a lot of people around campus about this, and a lot of people said Red was their favorite, even with this new one. But the one thing that people consistently mentioned about this one, you got 18 tracks on this new album, but what that does, it adds that dynamic variety to the album, and there's something for every mood, there's something for every feeling, so no matter what you're going through, there's some sort of track you can pull from.
One thing I always found interesting about Taylor was how she was able to pull from the country music audience to begin with, and how, you know, she took all those CMAs early on in her career, and then it was kind of a gradual transition. She was probably still considered country a little longer than she should have.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, she's still cranking them out, and, you know, they're still selling.
Yeah, and everyone who's a loyal Taylor Swift follower is very loyal, and like her Reputation tour sold out across many different cities, and she's one of the most successful pop artists now.
Well, and the interesting thing is throughout her career, the way people consume music has changed dramatically. I mean, her first albums were CDs on the shelves.
Yeah.
And, you know, listen to the radio, iTunes, and now
Exactly.
everything's changed, and she's still been able to hold the test of time.
Yeah, I still have my Taylor Swift CDs when you can play CDs.
Well, as you can see, Valpo is somewhat of a house divided when it comes to, say, Taylor Swift. Some like that country Taylor from her debut album and Fearless. Some still enjoy Red. And then this new album is definitely being received very well. #1 in US, Canada, Australia, Spain, Ireland, and the UK. And that took just a matter of weeks. Well, next up we have What's in the News. We'll be right back.
Have you seen Jack?
I don't know how to tell you this. I saw him, but he was with Tracy. They were watching movies.valpo.edu.
What were they watching?
It's impossible to say. With 100 titles, from Get Out to Riverdale, they could be watching anything, anywhere on campus for free.
Welcome back to 15 in the morning. Up next is What's in the News. We're going to take a look at some of the more unique headlines from this past week. So Heather, kick it off.
Well, there was a Florida kid that brought a bearded dragon to school in a backpack. Now, the student's bearded dragon, Django, was brought to school because, according to the student, he didn't want Django to be home alone and sad all day. Now, Django was picked up by the student's parents shortly after they discovered the lizard, and if I was a teacher, that would freak me out.
It is Florida.
That is true. Like, lizards are kind of just part of the Florida area.
Very little surprises me about Florida.
I like the name, though. Django. It's like the movie, right?
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Well, here's what I got. Dozens of people gather at Area 51 gate, but no aliens yet. Now, according to the Associated Press, about 75 people arrived early Friday at the gate at the once secret Area 51 military base in Nevada. Now, at the time, appointed by an internet hoaxer to storm the facility, as many people have heard, they want to see if there's space aliens there. So 2 people were detained by sheriff's deputies, but other than that, it just sounds like a bunch of people waited outside Area 51.
I think they kind of turned it into like an alien fest type thing.
Yes.
where
Yeah,
there
I
was, like, a
saw
big
them all in
convention.
like green morph suits, like they were trying to be aliens.
Yeah, you know, when in Nevada.
It's very true.
And this one from Bloomberg, yacht owners with priceless art need to beware of flying champagne corks. According to Helen Robertson, a conservator at the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, quote, the value of art on a yacht could be 2 to 3 times the value of the vessel.
I mean, those are the serious problems that we need to start tackling in this nation. How are we going to protect yacht art when people are just shooting champagne corks everywhere?
Apparently, that's definitely a first world problem here. If you have that expensive art on a yacht that you're worried
Yeah.
about your champagne cork damaging.
I hardly trust myself on a boat. I don't know how you'd be able to trust a bunch of art, but to each their own.
Yep.
Well, coming up next, Heather's got a look at your national forecast. Stick with us.
Spark a new idea. Spark a desire to learn. Spark a passion for exploring the field of STEM as we go beyond the final frontier and explore the latest in virtual reality and artificial intelligence. We will play with robots and maybe make a mess or two. For the show keeping you up to date on everything in the world of science, technology, and innovation, join us Friday evenings at 7 p.m. on VUTV Channel 15 or online at valpovutv.org/sparked.
even though it is the fall equinox, our temperatures around here are not exactly fall-like temperatures. We're still pretty warm around the area. Right now it is 76 in Valparaiso, 72 in Peoria, and 74 in Rockford. However, those warm temperatures are just around the Midwest under this high pressure system. Across the United States, it's not exactly warm for everyone. 76 in St. Louis, 75 in Omaha, and this is when we're going to be crossing into this low pressure system right in the Midwest area. 48 in Billings and 45 in Boise, so it's pretty cool where the low pressure system is sitting in the Northwest. But from the Midwest, we definitely have those warm temperatures here, and those are going to stay through the weekend, which is going to be the driver of all these thunderstorms that are coming up. Which brings me to the radar. We are going to be seeing a little bit of rain showers spotty in our area later on this morning and into this evening, specifically around 8 o'clock in the evening. Chicago's also going to be getting that rain as well. Now zooming out, we are going to be seeing that there are a little bit of rain showers popping up around the Midwest area all the way down to St. Louis, and we even have some in Minneapolis and a little bit in Billings with a tiny bit of snow because it is super cold in the mountains there still. They're going to be seeing just a little bit of fall snow for them. Now the future rainfall totals, because it is going to be thunderstorming and having those fall-like weather patterns, Chicago's going to be getting a lot of rain by the end of Sunday, which is when those thunderstorms are coming into our area. However, there's going to be even more rain down to Oklahoma City. Now going into the rest of Sunday and into Monday, Chicago's going to be getting over 2.5 inches of rain. Now this is where this entire system of rain is going to be hitting the most, all the way down to Oklahoma City as well. Now across the United States, it's really not going to be super rainy, but Chicago is getting the most of that. Later on, we're going to be taking a look at Collin's Corner. Stick with us. Oh my
Knock, knock.
Hey, Blake.
Well, hey there, Sophie. Why the long face?
There's nothing good on.
Well, have you tried movies.valpo.edu?
Movies.valpo.edu?
It's free, and you can stream hundreds of your favorite movies like Baby Driver and A Star is Born.
Thanks, Blake. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Wait a second. I knew I was sitting on something.
Welcome back to 15 in the morning. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And today on Collin's Corner, I'm going to teach you one of my favorite recipes, the world's greatest lemonade. Now here's all you need, just a few simple ingredients. You need about 8 cups of water, you need 1.5 cups of sugar, and about 1.5 cups of freshly squeezed lemon juice. All right, so come on, I'll show you how to make it. First, we're going to take 1.5 cups of sugar, put it into our pot. And there we go, 1.5 cups of sugar. Now we're going to pour out 1 cup of water and add that to our pot. We're going to take it over the stove and start boiling it. All right, now that we've got it to that rolling boil, we're going to remove it from the heat, set it over here, let it cool down to room temperature, and I'm going to come back over here and we're going to start squeezing some lemons. All right, so now we come back over to our station. We got our lemons that life gave us, and we're going to start cutting them open, squeezing them out with our VUTV lemon squeezer, and then from there we're going to work to get about 1.5 cups of lemon juice. If you don't have a lemon squeezer, that's fine. One of the best techniques is microwave your lemon for about 10 seconds, then use a fork to get that lemon out from the inside. All right, there we have it. 1.5 cups freshly squeezed lemon juice mixed with about 7 cups of water. By now, that water that we boiled earlier with the sugar is cooled down, so we're gonna go ahead and mix them both together, put it in the fridge. A couple hours later, you've got the world's greatest lemonade. So let's check that out. So once you've mixed your sugar syrup with your lemon juice and water, mix it all up, put it in the fridge, about 2-3 hours, pour it over ice, you get the world's greatest lemonade. Thanks for joining me this week on Collin's Corner. Try out the lemonade recipe, let me know how it works, put your own twist on it, let me know how you switched it up and what you did to make it better. We'll see you again next week on Collin's Corner. And up next, we've got Closing Time, where we take a look at some of the coolest stories from the past week. Spark a new idea. Spark a desire to learn. Spark a passion for exploring the field of STEM as we go beyond the final frontier and explore the latest in virtual reality and artificial intelligence. We will play with robots and maybe make a mess or two. For the show keeping you up to date on everything in the world of science, technology, and innovation, join us Friday evenings at 7 p.m. on VUTV Channel 15 or online at valpovutv.org/sparked.
Well, that was a fun and very refreshing segment. Now it's time for Closing Time. We'll finish up the show. Heather, you're up first. What do you have for us?
Now, this week, the Backstreet Boys are back. Some students with Down syndrome got to meet the Backstreet Boys before their concert in Louisville, Kentucky on Friday. It all started with a video by education program Down Syndrome Louisville. Members lip-synced to the Backstreet Boys song, I Want It That Way. It was posted on social media and got the band's attention. They decided to pay them a visit, and the meet and greet with all 5 Backstreet Boys took place before the band show at KFC Yum Center. The band invited them to the concert, and a dozen members of the group, ranging from ages 8 to 40, attended the concert before meeting Friday. The Backstreet Boy, Kevin Richardson, posted a video message saying, "The passion, the joy, the soul that you put in that video was inspiring."
Well, that's just an amazing story.
That is. I'll always have a love for Backstreet Boys.
I'm more of an NSYNC guy, but I do have to
Okay.
respect
I
this
agree
one.
Fair
with
enough,
you, Blake.
fair
I
enough.
agree.
Well, next up, Lil Nas X was in his hometown of Atlanta this week and didn't skip the chance to do some good. The chart-topping Old Town Road singer surprised a little boy with sickle cell disease at the Children's Healthcare Hospital of Atlanta. 11-year-old Elijah says he listens to the song when he's feeling good during treatment. He even got to put on the viral cowboy hat. Now that is an honor.
That is very cool.
Did he get to drive the Maserati?
Good question.
That probably
Follow-up
wouldn't be a
story.
good idea. What, it
No,
was
let's-
11,
yeah,
11?
no.
No Maserati driving, but that's a great story. Well, I just saw this one the other day. If you plan on seeing Madonna in concert, you're gonna have to put your cell phone away. Her Madam X tour will be device-free. Attendees will be required to put their phones and smart accessories in secured pouches ahead of the event, which can be picked up later, and anyone who is caught using their devices during the show will be shown the door.
That's crazy.
That's a little severe. I think that's really gonna hurt the amount of time to get into the concert.
Yeah, and a lot of places are starting to do this. There, a lot of concerts, even some minor league baseball stadiums are starting to have these nights where they want people to communicate, but it certainly has its pros and cons.
Well, I think,
Yeah.
How many times have you gone to a concert and you're meeting up with a friend there? You can't communicate.
That's true. I think from Madonna's perspective, maybe she just wants to just have the authentic concert experience without everyone looking through their phones, and maybe making it more exclusive so people just can't see her concert
I was
from
gonna say,
all the videos on her posted.
Some people are starting to do that because there's so many videos of a concert that's posted on social media that, it kind of takes away from the experience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It might be hurting ticket sales though, so.
It might.
It's
Millennials
also Madonna, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how
Very
much they
true,
actually
very true.
influence.
Well, be sure to follow VUTV on social media at Valpo VUTV. And if you like what you see, check out all of our shows at valpovutv.org/shows. And make sure to join us on every Monday for 15 News at 5.
And for the Spark fans out there, make sure to tune in right here, Channel 15 this Friday, for our first episode since the spring semester, 9th overall. We're going to break down the recent Apple event and debut a brand new segment, The Race for Space. It's going to be a very exciting show.
Good deal. And coming up soon, be on the lookout, NASCAR News Now. We're going to be recapping all the playoff action. And we're starting weather updates today. So finally got our graphic system fixed and looking forward to a great year.
Looking forward to seeing those weather updates. Well, we'll see you again next time. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. This has been 15 in the Morning.